Raila Odinga, in full realization of the high calling, assumed the office of the People's President of the Republic of Kenya. Do swear.
One of Kenya's most influential and controversial political figures, a man who has shaped Kenyan politics for decades, yet remains both a kingmaker and an enigma. But with a shifting political landscape, alliances breaking, and power moves happening behind the scenes, where does he stand today? Let's break it down. From being the face of opposition to almost clinching power multiple times, he has mastered the art of political survival. But is he still the force he once was? Or is the game changing too fast for even him to keep up? Raila's political journey is nothing short of a battlefield. Under the second president of Kenya, detention, exile, and political struggles defined his years in opposition. After 2007, one of Kenya's darkest electoral moments, Raila secured the prime minister's position through a power-sharing deal brokered by Kofi Annan. Under fourth President Kenyatta, a fierce opposition turned into an unexpected alliance with a famous 2018 handshake. And now, after years of locking horns with Ruto, he's back from Addis Ababa, where he lost his bid for African Union chairperson, now sitting at the same table with the man he once opposed. Is this another strategic move, just like his past power negotiations, or is Raila repositioning himself for one last shot at the presidency? His support base remains loyal for the most part, but the political landscape is changing fast, with Ruto consolidating power and new political players emerging. Can Raila still pull the strings, or is Kenya finally moving past his influence? Let's talk about the elephants in the room. We all know them, the Gen Z, Gen Z. All generations, old and young, rich and poor. The Gen Z protests. Fearless, unapologetic youth flooded the streets of Kenya in protest against the finance bill. These were not just ordinary demonstrations. This was a statement, a declaration that the new generation is wide awake and refusing to be silenced. But what happened next?
Today, tomorrow, every day from today I will be here. Scared, maybe arrested, maybe killed, but let's do it.
Protesters in Nairobi less than 24 hours after the country's president scrapped a controversial finance bill.
We just got hit by tear gas right there, and so we have to get out of there. We have to get there and get closer to the police. That's been the scene all morning as police throw tear gas. We have to get past that as well. We have to get past that and get closer to the police.
Heavily armed soldiers patrolling the streets alongside police.
How do you bring military to defend the people they're supposed to protect? Understand that?
How?
Are you killing us or you are protecting us?
The scrapped finance bill, which included proposed tax hikes, prompted violent clashes between police and protesters on Tuesday, leaving at least 23 people dead. CNN witnessed people being manhandled, beaten, arrested, some even lying lifeless on the ground, as live rounds and tear gas tangled the air. The remnants of the brutality still evident at what demonstrators are calling the Million Man March on Thursday. The anger and tension right now, fueled by Gen Z, who are at the steering wheel of this movement. They say they're no longer protesting about the finance bill, but rather about a government they believe is not listening to them.
We need a peaceful country, yes, but we need it to run in a proper manner. That's all we are demanding for as citizens.
What we are doing is fighting for our country. We are fighting for our country because we have kids and we know that this country is theirs, and we will make sure by the time we are handing this country to them, it's in one piece.
Brutal force, abductions, intimidation. The very government that is supposed to protect its people met them with tear gas, live bullets, and mysterious disappearances. Young voices demanding accountability were instead labeled as threats. And when fingers pointed at state security forces, the government denied any involvement and moved straight from an old, tired playbook. This wasn't just about the finance bill. This was about a generation drawing the line, refusing to inherit a broken system of corruption, mismanagement, and oppression. They mobilized with nothing but social media, raw passion, and an unshakable belief that they could change their future. The question is, where do we go from here? Is this the beginning of a new era where Gen Z takes power into their own hands, or will the system crush their momentum before real change happens? One thing is clear: this generation is not backing down. I feel the struggle, and we need to unite. This isn't just about Kenya, it's about an entire generation standing up for its future. And as a Gen Z, I know one thing for sure: I am not backing down. What do you think? Is this the start of a revolution, or will history repeat itself? Drop your thoughts in the comments. BMN Global is here to break it all down.